coming in at 20 foot and right around 3,400 pounds dry is all, with a 1,500 pound carrying capacity, is the 2021 Geo-Pro 19TH. Folks, I love this little toy hauler. If you're looking for something that's lighter weight, you know, a little bit shorter, easy to tow, maybe you're using it for a hunting cabin, right, or you know, home base, you want enough room for a quad, this is it. You can pull it in, pull it out when you get there. You have great seating. You know, maybe you're using it for a couple motorcycles and you just need something for home base. This, again, is an excellent option. You have sleeping right here in the form of 2 jackknife sofas. You can drop both of those down right there. Got yourself an excellent bed. And as far as seating space, take a look at this. I can easily fit 3 to 4 people on each side. So again, you know, you want a place to sit down, hang out, play games. You have the table right here. Everyone can eat a meal. You know, and then when you're done, or when you're ready to load back up, you just fold the sofas up, move the table out of the way, pull your bikes, pull your quad back in. You have D-rings all the way around. You're good to go. You can see here now, you know, we're backed up to the road. It's a little loud, but as you can see, you can really enjoy the beautiful view here out the back. The screen, you know, is nice and easy to take off. You want to take that off, but you also have a zipper right in the center, so you can just unzip it and walk right out, walk in. Nice and easy to use. The beaver tail there just flips right up. But I personally love this, right? Have the door open with the screen. You have this screen here. Bugs aren't coming in, and you are sitting here really just loving nature. I think this is just way too cool. As far as, you know, the rest of the functionality, of course, just like a normal toy hauler, you have your vents. So, you know, if you fire anything up in here, you can vent it out, especially in a smaller one like this. It's especially important because, you know, you'll be sleeping in this garage area. But because it is a little bit smaller, it'll vent out super quickly. And again, folks, the weight, as I said, dry, this thing's only about 3,400 pounds. So even if you can, you know, tow like 5,000 pounds, depending on what you put in here, you can still haul this one around, which is pretty fantastic. You know, that's some of those like mid-size SUVs, like a Kia Sorento, when properly equipped, can tow 5,000 pounds. Pretty darn cool. Taking a look up top, beautiful woodwork. You know, it's a lot lighter than what we see in a lot of toy haulers. A lot of times they use a darker wood. I personally like that it's lightened up. You have the brushed nickel pulls. Because it is Rockwood, right? You get those nice features, like your, you know, like the shades right here. You know, I love having roller shades, over pleated. You can see that, you know, they're a little bit lighter color too, which not only go with the woodwork, but also, you know, when you close it up, especially in a smaller camper like this, if these were to be black, it would get really dark in here. You know, if you have dark cabinetry, you have the blackout shades, all of a sudden it's dark, and they knew that. So they went lighter cabinets. They went with, you know, your lighter roller shades, you went with lighter furniture, a little bit lighter flooring, still all easy to clean, but it makes it feel bigger. You have the barreled ceiling, again, giving you that extra space. It's well lit. You have 2 rows of lights in a camper this size. Folks, most manufacturers would run 1 row down the center and call it good, but not in a Rockwood, not in a Geo-Pro. They put in 2 rows of lights, make sure everything was nice and bright in here. So I definitely, you know, give them a tip of the hat for that. I think they did an excellent job. As we make our way through, and again, you know, you can move the table if you want to take this outside so you can get, you know, in and out from the ramp easier. You can do that. You can fold it up and slide it underneath the, you know, one of the sofas. That works too. You can see right here, this one does come with a griddle right there. You can take that outside. So, you know, if you want to hook it up outside, do some cooking, comes with it. Super simple and easy. Something else that I love is this right here, folks. This one comes with a roof-mounted AC, 13.5 kBTU. You want to talk about cooling it off in a hurry? This AC in an RV this size it'll freeze you out if you keep it up too high. That is a big AC unit for this camper. TV here, you know, if you want to watch some TV, good to go. Multimedia center right there. This one does have the Wi-Fi Ranger as well, so you get that Wi-Fi booster on there, so that, you know, if you need to stay connected, you have the capability to do it. Refrigerator. This one does run off of both propane and electric, and it has automatic switchover, which is pretty awesome for being a fridge this size. Plus, you get this guy right here, the drop-down freezer compartment. So if you need to freeze anything, you have the ability to do that as well. Now, moving up front, and again, you can see this, I said, this one's a little bit shorter. So your main sleeping area, as we talked about, will be the garage. But in this one, you still get a full-service kitchen as well as the bathroom. So for the kitchen itself, look at this prep space you get. You get a ton of prep space here, as well as you know, a good space right over here for like a coffee maker, blender, whatever else you want to set there. And the reason I love that is because, again, in something this size, you don't expect it. Now, part of that is because they give you a single bowl sink. You know, if to go with a double bowl, you know, it would have been a little bit, you know, like not longer, I guess. I don't know what you call it, depth, a little deeper. I don't know, that's sink depth. I don't know. Either way, you just don't have a lot of countertop space here, so they went with a single. But if you take a look over on this side, look at this. They still give you a huge recessed 3-burner cooktop, right? So you still get plenty of space. You get that full 3-burner. You have the big cover on here, so you can use this as prep space as well if you want to. You have storage right up top as well as here. So, you know, you have pretty decent storage in a relatively small kitchen. Plus, you have plenty underneath, as you can see, and a convection microwave oven. So, you know, you want to microwave a burrito or something, you can do it. You want the oven, boom, there you go. That is a convection oven. Cooks nice and quick, easy to clean, the whole 9. Now, as I talked about with the coffee maker, with that in the corner, you can see this. That is your power tower. This does drop down. There's a little red button. You can push that, and it drops down whoop, just like that. But when you want it, boom, pop up, pull it up. Now you can plug everything in. You have USB ports on there. You have your standard 120 volt. You can plug it in. You're rocking and rolling. LED lights here in the kitchen as well. Again, you know what? I think, yeah, say we're missing one. There we go. Even though it's a smaller space, it's so well lit. They did a great job helping to, you know, give that feeling of being larger. Something else I really like, I know this is super minor, but I love when manufacturers do little touches like this, right? A bottle opener, they know me. I want to be able to pop a bottle open nice and easy. Boom, there we go. You'll also see right here, you have your solar controller built in. They expect you to take this out, you know, in the wilderness, out in the woods. And when you go outside, you'll see, you know, it has big lug tires on there. They want you to be able to get out, and so that's why they have the solar power on there, so that you're able to trickle charge those batteries when you are out and about. If we take a look at the bathroom, you know, I'll show you some bathroom space. A couple things in here too. So you have mirrored medicine cabinet, plenty of storage in there. Right down below, big countertop. I love how much the countertop extends. Plus you have storage with the nets, of course, your toilet. You know, a little bit more up here, spot for some toothbrushes, an electric outlet for, you know, hair dryer, curling iron. I have a powered toothbrush, so I need to charge that. You know, same thing with the razor. You know, I have a beard trimmer, so I have to plug that in. Take a look at the fan, folks. You know, you want to talk about nicer things that they put in here. You know, this is a Rockwood Geo-Pro. So they put in nice things like this big fan right here so that, you know, when you're done showering, it gets the moisture out real quick. Or, you know, if you have a buddy that comes over and he ate some of those microwave burritos we were talking about, you want to get that smell out, right? So that's what that fan will help with. All right, hold on. Got some things caught. There we go. Stepping into the tub shower. As far as height, you know, I'm 6 foot. You can see I do need the skylight, right? It's a little tight without it. I'm kind of bumping my head here. But with it, I am able to stand up. If you're much taller, if you're 6'1", you're probably going to be touching the top. If you're any taller than that, you'll have to duck down. But again, for something this size, that's really good. Now, you're not going to be able to see it because it's a little tight. Maybe you can. But there's a little blue elbow right here. Okay, and that is the shower miser system. And what that essentially is they're trying to, because they know you're going to be out in the wilderness, they're trying to make sure that you get to save as much fresh water as possible. So what happens is there's a little lever right here, and in one mode, it just recirculates that fresh water. So it takes it and puts it right back in the tank, running through the water heater. And so that allows you to not waste fresh water as well as not fill up your gray tanks. And once it gets hot, that blue elbow turns white. You can flip it, and then boom, you have hot water. Otherwise, you're sitting here, you know, just letting water run out until it gets hot, and that can take up some time, right? You know, we're just sitting here, and you know, all of a sudden you used, you know, a few gallons of fresh water. You put a few gallons in your gray tank. You don't want to do that. Not when you're out in the middle of nowhere. You don't want to have to go back just because you ran out of fresh water. So that shower miser gives you the ability to stay out a little bit longer. As we come outside, let's see, where do I want to start on this one? You know what, we'll start right here, and then we'll make our way around. So a couple things, you know, again, we talk about great features, right? Here is one of them. You have frameless windows. That is an awesome feature to have because one, they look a heck of a lot nicer. Two, the seals are tucked behind the window, helping to protect from any sun or anything that's beating down on it. So, you know, those seals are gonna be better protected. And if it's raining, you can actually pop these open and you'll get some airflow. So, you know, maybe you want the ramp down and you can have the screen. If it's not raining too hard, open these guys up. You have some awesome airflow running through there. This is where that griddle hooks up. You can pop it right up on there. The propane quick connect is underneath. You also have electric hookup if you need to hook anything up there. Big power awning with an LED strip so that, you know, if you want to, you know, roll the awning out, you can have the LEDs on, have a little party right out here, right? Why keep it inside? Maybe, you know, you're going out in the middle of nowhere. Enjoy it. That's what it's all about. And speaking of getting out in the middle of nowhere, you have big, rugged 15-inch tires. You can see you have big lugs on there, so they're able to, you know, hit some 2 tracks, rocking and rolling. Aluminum alloy wheels, which are gorgeous, gonna stay pretty. They're not gonna rust on you. You'll also see that you have your tire pressure sensor on there, so that way you're able to monitor and make sure that, you know, because you'll be hitting some bumps, rocks, other things, if your tires start to get low, you want to know that. So you can take the air compressor that you have with you in your garage, right? Bring it out, fill up your tires, good to go. You also see the steps right here. Upgraded steps, more ride step above step system, folds right in, super simple and easy to use. You can see we're in rocks, and look at this. It's still super stable, folks. I'm running about 220 right now. Can hop up and down in those things. They don't even flex. Aluminum treads on there too. More solar. If you want solar there, you can plug it in. Now, there's a panel up on the roof, which is why we have the solar controller, or prepped rather, but you can put one right there too. Coming around to this side, you know, propane right up front, 3/4 front cap here. Let's come around and hit this side real quick. Want to hit a couple things before we take off. The main one being this, and that is your main storage compartment, which is located right there. And then all of your hookups will basically be right here on the off-door side. We saw the big ramp on the back, of course, where you will load your toys up and lower or take them back out. And folks, again, this is a 2021 Rockwood Geo-Pro 19TH. It's a nice, short, lightweight toy hauler. If you love this one, you'll want to text RV to 46642 because you can pick this one up for as little as $6.47 a day. If you want something bigger, that's great. We have a ton. We've showed you some. We have a lot more. Simply text the word FRESH to 46642 to take advantage of all the inventory we have in stock.